Revealed. Princess Leonor Royal Fortune and Secret Lifestyle 2025. Imagine a world where a princess is seen only through the glittering lens of palaces, carriages, and jewels. That's what most expect when they hear the name Princess Leonor. But what if I told you that behind the public grace and regal appearances, there lies a fortune that is not only vast but deeply rooted in centuries of royal legacy, paired with a lifestyle so carefully protected that even those closest to her remain unaware of its full extent? And here's the twist. What Leonor chooses to do with this fortune and how she lives her private life may not be what anyone imagines. Today, we reveal the hidden story of Princess Leonor's royal fortune and the secret lifestyle shaping her path in 2025. Princess Leonor, the future Queen of Spain, is no ordinary heir. From the moment of her birth, wealth and legacy were intertwined with her destiny. Yet wealth in the monarchy is not simply money, it is tradition, art, estates, influence, and priceless historical artifacts passed through generations. By the time she reached adulthood, Leonor stood as guardian to treasures few outside the palace walls could ever dream of seeing. But while the public pictures opulent banquets and gilded halls, the truth of her fortune reveals a story much richer, and at times far more restrained, than the fairy tale image. Consider the Palacio de la Zarzuela, her childhood home. From the outside, it appears modest compared to Europe's grand palaces. Yet inside its walls lies access to centuries of Spanish royal history, including private art collections, gifts from heads of state, and heirlooms dating back to the Habsburg dynasty. Leonor's fortune is not measured only in euros, it is measured in heritage, the weight of Spain's monarchy in physical and symbolic wealth. But what does she actually own? And how much of this is hers to shape, to protect, to redefine? By 2025, sources estimate Leonor's personal fortune, distinct from the state's royal patrimony, to be in the millions. These include allowances set aside by King Felipe VI, investments managed discreetly through family trusts, and the inheritance she will eventually receive from both Spanish and international relatives. Unlike her father, whose reign has been defined by austerity and transparency, Leonor's generation is expected to balance tradition with modern expectations. This raises questions. Will she use her wealth to live lavishly, or to craft a different kind of monarchy? Here lies the first secret of her lifestyle. Leonor is not known for reckless spending. Unlike other young royals across Europe who embrace luxury brands and constant public display, Leonor has cultivated a taste for balance. Fashion observers note that while she wears high-quality pieces, many of her outfits are reworn, subtly altered, or deliberately understated. She may appear in an elegant gown at a gala one evening and in a modest, well-tailored coat for a day event the next. This consistency has not gone unnoticed. Her restraint signals a conscious choice to project responsibility over indulgence. But what about her private pursuits, the life the cameras rarely capture? Leonor's secret lifestyle intertwines with her education, her relationships, and her vision of queenship. While many assume she spends her days in palaces, insiders whisper of her love for quiet escapes, hidden estates in the Spanish countryside, secure villas in Asturias, and occasional discreet visits to Denmark, where her ties with Crown Prince Christian grow deeper. These retreats are not about extravagance, but about creating spaces where she can breathe, away from scrutiny. Another layer of her fortune lies not in possessions, but in influence. Leonor is increasingly involved in the management of royal foundations, cultural initiatives, and scholarships funded by Spain's monarchy. These responsibilities place her at the center of decisions involving millions of euros, yet she has approached them with maturity, aligning herself with causes tied to youth, education, and environmental sustainability. Her fortune, then, is not just what she receives, it is what she directs. And this raises the question, is Princess Leonor quietly preparing to redefine what it means to be a wealthy monarch in a modern age? Even her personal spending patterns reveal a puzzle. Some insiders claim she invests carefully, guided by trusted advisors in renewable energy, technology, and cultural enterprises. Others suggest she has cultivated friendships with European business heirs, who are quietly influencing her vision for how royal fortunes can integrate with global progress. The secrecy around these decisions fuels speculation, but what seems clear is that Leonor has chosen the path of discretion rather than flamboyance. Her secret lifestyle also extends to her daily routine. Behind palace gates, Leonor reportedly maintains a rigorous balance between duty and personal development. Mornings often begin with disciplined study or physical training, reflecting her military background. Afternoons might be dedicated to audiences or cultural events, while evenings are reserved for family or private reflection. Friends describe her as fiercely protective of her inner circle, choosing loyalty over publicity. This lifestyle, deliberately shielded from social media exposure, contrasts sharply with the digital openness of her peers, creating an aura of mystery around her private world. But perhaps the most fascinating part of Leonor's fortune and lifestyle is the intersection with her role as a future queen consort, or perhaps a queen regnant with her own chosen path. How will marriage to Crown Prince Christian, or another royal suitor, alter the dynamics of her wealth? Royal marriages historically blend fortunes, estates, and dynastic power. The prospect of Spain's and Denmark's royal houses linking through Leonor carries implications not just for romance, but for financial and cultural influence across Europe. Is her fortune destined to merge into something even larger? As 2025 unfolds, whispers about Leonor's preparations grow louder. Staff within Zarzuela note changes, private renovations, increased security protocols, and a reshuffling of advisors. Could these be signs that she is actively shaping her royal estate and secret lifestyle for her next phase of life? Each answer we uncover leads to deeper questions. How much of her fortune is tied to Spain's national image? How much is truly hers to control? And how does a young woman balance immense wealth with the expectations of a modern society that demands transparency from its royals? The reality is this: Princess Leonor's fortune is not simply a matter of riches, and her lifestyle is not simply luxury. It is a delicate choreography between tradition and modernity, between private choices and public duties, between the weight of history and the hopes of the future. What she reveals, and what she keeps hidden, speaks volumes about her vision for the monarchy she will one day inherit. So while Spain and the world may imagine her life as a fairy tale of endless jewels, palaces, and feasts, the truth is both more grounded and more fascinating. Leonor's royal fortune is real, but so is her commitment to living it with restraint and purpose. Her secret lifestyle is not about hiding excess, it is about protecting the sacred space where she defines herself beyond the crown. And in that balance lies the most powerful fortune of all: the ability to shape her destiny, and with it, the destiny of Spain itself. This is the untold story of Princess Leonor's royal fortune and her secret lifestyle in 2025. A story of wealth not flaunted but managed, a lifestyle not wasted on vanity but invested in meaning. And perhaps that is the greatest secret of all, that behind the crown, behind the palace gates, there stands a young woman determined not just to inherit history, but to create her own.